Hello everyone, welcome to Fruition Garden. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. I am going to be doing a blueberry harvest, so this shouldn't be too long, but just want to give you a quick tour of what I have. So everything that I have covered in these white bags are actually my blueberries, and the reason why I cover them is so that the birds don't get to them. So they're starting to get ripe now, and the birds were loving it, so we had to cover it with some cloth so that we can actually get blueberries. So first of all, we have the smallest bush here. This one did not get any blueberries on it this year because it's still developing, but hopefully next year. I don't know if it really loves this spot that much, but it definitely seems to be getting acclimated to the space, and I think this comfrey that's right next to it is helping it get stronger because the comfrey mines nutrients from very deep down in the soil and pulls them up to the surface. And so I think this blueberry bush is definitely benefiting because it was yellow and looking very sickly before, but now it's starting to look a lot better. And then here is one of the other larger blueberry bushes. As you can still see pretty good through the net. And these ones don't have too many ripe ones on it, so I won't be taking the net off of this one. But as you can see, there's many blueberries on there. This one has lots of ripe blueberries on it, so I can't wait to remove this net and show you what it looks like and harvest some with you all. I think this is a high bush variety. I have about 4 different varieties of blueberries because that really helps with production. When the pollen can cross-pollinate between different varieties, it can help with getting larger blueberries and getting more blueberries. This one also doesn't have too many ripe ones, but you can still see all the blueberries that are still in there maturing. I'm just so glad that we have this netting because these blueberries would have all been gone if we did not get this netting. And then this one, look at this gigantic stem of blueberries here. So cool. There's some ripe ones in here too, so I'll probably take the net off of this. All right, so let's start with the high bush that we have over here. So now it's time to harvest a few blueberries. So I'm gonna set you all down for a minute and unzip this, and then we'll get an up close look at all the blueberries. Okay, so we unzipped the cloth or the netting, and now we can really see all the blueberries that are in here. There's so many huge blueberries on here that are fully ripe. The awesome thing about having this netting is that we don't have to worry about the birds getting to them before they even are fully ripe. And in the past, we've had to pick them kind of unripe just to get to them before the birds did. But with this netting, we can just leave them on until they reach full ripeness, and so it's so awesome to get the full experience, the full flavor. They look delicious. As you can see, when they are ripe, they're very easy to pick off. And of course, you want to see this dark bluish purple color, more blue. And then of course the frothy, kind of white frothiness on the outside. And that's how you know that they are ready to harvest. So I'm going to continue picking these and putting them into my bowl. And then we'll see what we have at the end of our harvest. harvesting from this bush, and then we're going to be going over to the other one. Also, the great thing about this is that I can be really picky about the ones that I pick. So there's some here that are just about ripe, but not completely, and so I can just leave them on because we have protection with the netting and I don't have to worry about birds getting to them. So I can truly wait until they are fully ripe. This is what we got from this one blueberry bush here so far. There's more on there that are not ripe yet, and I zipped the netting back up so it's all secure. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we have this bamboo stick here in the middle because it'll help prevent the netting from squishing the branches downward. Doesn't do a perfect job, but it does help with the taller branches not being crushed under the weight of the netting. So that's why we have these sticks here, or a trellis, which you'll see in the other one. But this is what we got. All these yummy ripe blueberries. Oh my goodness. So let's go on over to the other one and see if we can harvest any from here. So I just uncovered another bush. We have so many blueberries on this one. Of course, these ones are not ripe yet, but there are a few ripe ones. So this blueberry bush did not have blueberries that were this large last year, but because I have different varieties this year, I can tell that these have definitely benefited from that because the blueberries are so much larger. So cool. There's like all different stages of ripeness on this one little branch. We have the green stage, the little pink tint stage, fully pink, and then we have a perfectly ripe blueberry. Removing the netting from your blueberries, be sure to be careful of wasps that may be trapped in the net. When I was taking the net off of this one, there was a wasp that was trapped underneath. So definitely want to make sure you're careful. Oh my gosh, look at these. They're huge. So amazing. And I think that's all of them. The rest of them can stay on. Don't see any more like super ripe ones, really. So and look at how much bigger these ones are. So now this is what we have. And all I can think about is how much this would cost in the store, especially if you buy organic. And I just got all of these for free. So incredible.